your analytics to get that. And then the third thing would be what your content's like, and to describe it, and also to, what were you going to say, Sharif? No?
Fourth one.
There's, oh, fourth one, go ahead.
Location, because that can be, you can,
oh, sure, yeah.
so on the top,
so the local,
$100 per month, on the side, the small side, you know, so location,
okay.
The size of the ad also.
Yeah, you're probably seeing those big banners at the top. Those are the most expensive. The next most expensive is the one that goes up and down. And then the little ones are less. But they can look like anything. It can be really small. And you know, you can kind of decide what is aesthetically best for your site. Or you can use Google AdSense and YouTube. Is anybody familiar with that? I know Mike's using it. You are too, Sharif?
What is AdSense?
Okay, I'm going to explain that in just a second. So I said advertising yourself. Oh, let me go back to the advertising yourself, and then I'll go on to AdSense. Example, well, I have an example if nobody else has one, but can you think of somebody else you know in business that has a product that doesn't conflict with yours, and you could sell it on your website, and you can get part of the money?
Sure.
Okay, can you give me an example?
My two businesses might
back and forth.
go back and forth, selling the beads,
Mm-hmm.
selling their finished products.
Absolutely. That's a great example. I hadn't even thought of that one. I thought of one for Chris. And that was, you know, Deborah Knox just wrote her book. And it's a self-help type of book. I know it's more about career and job satisfaction, put your spirit to work. But I could see, because she might have the same market that you have with over 40, more women, self-help, that you could put a blurred little banner ad on your website, and you could draw traffic. It wouldn't conflict with you. I don't think, maybe it would. Just an idea.
Right,
they click on it, and then you get part of the sale. And then it helps her sell. It's a win-win for everybody. So that's just another little example. So, okay, on to, this is the easiest way to sell through Google AdSense. It's the counterpart of Google AdWords. So what you're doing is you're letting Google place ads on your website and pay you to do that. So, and there's really no work involved. So you go to, the way you sign up for it is you go to google.com/AdSense, and you apply and open an account, and it's a little bit involved opening it, but it's really not that hard. You then have to submit it, and they have to approve it. And the interesting thing about it is that there are control options when you do that. So you can say, you can indicate that you want to prohibit certain types of advertisers from being on your site. So it might be a competitor, or just might not be a good fit, or maybe somebody that's not a good reflection on your business. Like, for example, for Amazing Teas, I probably wouldn't do a chemical company or something like that. I mean, it would have to be, I'd probably want to steer it more towards people that are more ecologically minded companies for that website. Then there's the analytics. It's really important after they approve it that you kind of watch your analytics and see what's working and what's not, because what you'll spot is that placed on certain pages with certain content, that those will be very successful and start generating money, and others won't. So that can, you know, depending on how much you're looking to revenue for this, you can tailor what you have and what page it's on, and you can also tell Google, don't put advertisements on these pages. Now, have you guys, who's done this before? Okay, want to give an example of what you've done?
You can, when you sign up, you can create different ad units, different sizes, and obviously you have to put it, you have to know where you want to put it on the site, so it's correct in the site, and it will track each unit how it's doing. It's going to say, got that impression, that many clicks, that much income. So I think the idea is to figure out an area around your content or surrounding your content. That way it's more likely to get clicked. But it also has to fit in. And you can customize, it's really easy. You have a way to customize the colors, the color of the header, the background, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can customize to fit your site at the same time. You can track each one's performance.
Great. Mike, add to that?
Yeah, I've done it, but I don't blog consistently enough, so I'm working on that part of it. But I did set it up for my wife's company, and she's done fairly well with it. And it's grown over time to where she's getting a decent income, side income off of her blog content. And she's very specialized in the
Yeah.
What does she sell?
medical training field. They do online training classes nationwide.
And go ahead. What they pay is 55 cents on the dollar. Is that what you guys have found, or 55%?
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to
You
tell.
don't
It can
share.
vary.
It's like how much you made, but you don't. It depends on the person who wrote the ad, how much they're bidding on that keyword, and Google obviously keeps a piece of it. And you keep a piece of it.
Okay. I know that on the YouTube, which is also Google, but you have to have a separate account. So if you have a YouTube account, you can go onto YouTube and apply through that account to open up a monetization account. And it's connected to your AdSense account, so if that makes sense. It's not all part of the same things. It is separate, but they're connected. So the steps you would do is you'd have to have your YouTube account set up and the AdSense account, and then you can go through and select which videos you want to monetize, which is pretty cool. So you just indicate, you just click the box, and I know Mike's doing it because I've seen ads on your videos. I just started doing it for S.M.A.R.T Group. You click those videos, and then you can monitor which ones you're allowing ads to be put on, and then they'll tell you what they'll show you some ad formats, and there's only 3 for videos, and you can choose which ones to do, and they'll show that to you. And they also have video on there that goes through this whole thing on how to do it, and I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it doesn't take long at all. So
Yeah, I think what takes actually longer is doing the AdSense account that you're connected to. Okay, moving along to affiliate programs. You can participate. The second way I want to talk about, other than just allowing advertising on your site, is to participate in affiliate programs. And this is a little different. You have a pay per sale or a pay per lead, and you can also have residual. So it can be much more lucrative. The pay per sale is obviously Amazon's a great example of that. What they had is Amazon started this in '96, and I put on to Facebook some examples of that. But they started in 1996, and they really they've developed the state of the art for this. You sign up with them and as an affiliate, and they give you the HTML that all you have to do is copy it, plug it in on your website, and just like with the Deborah's book, they would just click through to Amazon, and you'd get part of that sale. So you could even have a blog on books that you like to read, business books you like to read, and go to Amazon, put that on your website, and then one of your followers who's reading about that book can just go, oh, let me see more about this book. And then when they end up buying it, you get part of it. So I've actually done quite a bit of that, but I need to do more. So that's the per sale, and then pay per lead. I don't see this as much, but and I don't know that any of us would want to do this, but that's when you get somebody to sign up for a friend, for another company, and they click through and they give their opt-in for their email. So it's just paying for leads. Residuals would come into play if you have something that's like a monthly payment, and so you could have ongoing recurring income from that. So it just depends on the type of business you're looking at. The real advantage, what I really like about the affiliate method, is that your advertisers, your affiliates are only paying for what works. So they only pay for it if they get money. Whereas with advertising, you're just paying to advertise, and you have to pay the same amount no matter what. But it's much easier to convince people to be affiliates with you because of that, because you don't have to pay out, or they don't have to pay out until they actually see dollars. So, and just talked about, here's the, if anybody wants to do this, I mean, to me it's a no-brainer. That's the website for Amazon, and the fact that they do all of the work for you is pretty incredible. If you were to, join an affiliate network, if you were a bigger business, like going back to those businesses that have lots and lots of traffic, you have to pay $1,000 to $5,000, and there's a percentage of your payout. But they do all the work for you. They keep track of the activity, they issue the checks, and they make sure that the right HTML is on all the sites. But since you all will be doing your own affiliate program, all the different steps are that you need to screen and recruit your affiliates.